What's up everybody, it's Strykar P. What's up, it's your girl. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. And in today's video, my whole plan is to show you how I did my soap brows and also how I did some faux freckles on my face today. So if you're interested, go ahead and keep on watching. Alright, lighting's a little crazy. I'm playing off of natural lighting today, but I always say the lighting stinks, but we're just gonna roll with it. As you can tell, I zoomed you guys up a little bit, and that is just because I figured it would be the best way for you to see my eyebrows. Now, for the soap brows, first of all, for this lighting, I look like I have a 5 head because of the way that the sun's hitting me. Let me go back here. That's better. I love that my green sweatshirt matches the leaves on my wall behind me. My eyebrows look kind of gross right now. I haven't done anything to them. I haven't plucked them in a couple weeks. I've never waxed my eyebrows ever in my life. I don't know. They need a little bit of help anyway, because usually they grow so long and they grow so fast that I always need to like trim the tops of them, but I don't know. I probably should have done that before I started recording this video. You know what? They're not too bad. I mean, they need some help, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't think they need like a tweezing or anything too crazy done to them, so we're just gonna jump in. Alright. Now this little spoolie has nothing on it just yet. I'm just brushing through my eyebrows, getting them all combed out, making sure there's no knots. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just making sure that they're kind of like all going one direction the way I want them to go, and I don't know, you know, just like cleaning them up for you guys anyhow. There they are. Let's fix these babies up. So step number 1 in my little process is I'm going to wet my spoolie. Now I've seen on a couple other soap brow tutorials, and not that I've watched a ton either, so if you've seen it done a different way or like with a different kind of soap or whatever, I mean, just stick with whatever you know. I'm just kind of going off of what's been working for me. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and wet my spoolie instead of actually wetting the bar of soap, just because I feel like that's just so messy, especially if I end up wanting to reuse the bar of soap. I don't like keep it in my bathroom or anything. Like, it's not a hand soap, it is purely makeup reasons only. And I really just started doing this, so I don't know too much about it. I've just been trying to like figure it out, see how it works for me, if I like it. And now overall, I do want to say that my eyebrows have a very specific growth pattern. Like, I don't know if soap brows just like isn't meant for me. So I have this Wet n Wild Mega Clear Brow and Lash Mascara. Now it was clear at one point. It's a little bit brown just because I've taken it over top of my dip brow quite a few times. But this is just like a clear gel. Like I said, I mean, it could go over top of your lashes if you wanted it to. A million other brands sell different stuff like this as well. And you could always use something like this, not as strong as soap, and 2, just to give you a little bit more overall control after you have your product in. Or if you just decide to rock like natural brow day, sometimes I'll just pop this in and do nothing else. My whole point is you never ever have to follow along with whatever anybody else is doing. If soap brows isn't your thing, then just try something else that works for you, okay? Like I was saying before, I'm gonna go ahead and wet my spoolie, and I'll be right back. Alright. Wet spoolie, and we are ready to go. I just had this bar of soap laying around from like a 5-pack that I bought a while back whenever I did a cleaning my beauty blenders video. Now if you haven't seen that, I will go ahead and link that above and also in the description box below. I think it's super easy to thoroughly clean your beauty blenders with a bar of soap. So these kind of go hand in hand. If like soap brows becomes your thing, then definitely get a 2-pack and check out my beauty blenders video, because it's an awesome way to, you know, clean them too. So soap has some really awesome purposes in the makeup world. By saying that, all I mean is I haven't gone out and bought a new bar of soap, so it wasn't anything in particular that I was looking for, and I've noticed that this has worked just fine. I don't know what the difference is, but this is Irish Spring Moisture Blast, so there could be other soaps out there, maybe like an antibacterial or something that maybe works a little bit better. I don't know, but this works perfectly for me. So if this is like on the end of the soap scale, then it's fine. Like, we'll just You'll know from this experience to get a different bar of soap than me. Okay, anyway, I keep this bar of soap in the box so that I can kind of travel with it if need be. I just like throw it in my makeup kit then. Here's my soap. Easy peasy. This is all you have to do. You just want to take your spoolie and just rub it across the soap. And this is going to really like lube up the spoolie. So that's all you really want to do is just go ahead and spoolie soap, spoolie plus soap equals happy brow. Okay. Now I am just like distributing that product into my brow. One thing I would say that you do not want to do is play with one brow and then like move to the next. Just try and concentrate on one at a time, because once the soap starts to dry, you only have so much time to really play around with it and bounce it and make it move. So try not to bounce back and forth unless you have too much soap in your spoolie, then you have to work fast. Yep, just getting that product in there. I just keep combing over it to really force my brows to listen. Now the next thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is just like curve the tops. That's literally it. Like all I did was brush all the hairs up and then I just took it across the top and just curved them all down. And now even if that's not the shape that you fully want, you know, if your eyebrows are a little bit sparse up here, kind of like mine are, that's just whenever you take another product and you go ahead and fill it in. I did my foundation, of course, after I did this for the first time, and I took the soap up a little bit too high, like when I was combing my eyebrow, and didn't even realize it. So then whenever I put foundation on, you could totally see the soap like clumping up while it's wet. If you just like, after you finish doing, you know, the spoolie and comb it, and once it's in position, just like clean up that spot and make sure there's no extra soap on there so that your foundation just glides right on, and you know, you just have like a fresh canvas to work with. So yeah, let's do the other side so that you guys can see it again. Same thing again, soap bar, spoolie. That's probably good. Yeah, as long as you can see the soap on your spoolie, that's really it. I know they're not supposed to be twins. My brows are not sisters. My brows are cousins. My brows have problems. This one don't like that one don't like this one. When this one has a good day, this one does not. And if you see the soap getting a little bit clumpy in there, just keep working with it. And then once you're ready, just drag it right across the top. Next, of course, I am going to go ahead and show you how I fill mine in after I do the whole soap brow thing. I was doing with my soap brows is I was filling them in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow, and I've used that for so long, and then I was just thinking like, you know what, I definitely want to try something different, just because I don't know if a dip brow goes hand in hand with soap. It just kind of made them look chalky or something. That's certainly not what I want to go for. So we're gonna try powder today. Now, of course, your girl is gonna go ahead with the darker shade because my brows are so dark. I'm thinking this might be a little bit too light for me. Hopefully it's not. We're gonna play with it and we're gonna see. There we have it. I like it. So I did end up going and mixing a little bit of my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in with that powder just because it was a little bit too light. Second brow, let's go ahead and do this one. This one is in different lighting, so we'll just see maybe if the brown powder works a little bit better. Like it. Okay, the brows are done. All right, I'm good. I feel good about that. All right, I'll be right back in 1 second. I'm gonna go ahead, step off camera, do my makeup, and then I'll be right back with a full face so that I can go ahead and continue to show you guys how I like to do my faux freckles on top of all of my real freckles, kind of blend them in and all that fun stuff. So I'll be right back with a full face. I'm back with a full face of makeup, of course. So I did go ahead and record this makeup look, a whole tutorial on Instagram. So if you don't follow my Instagram, go ahead and follow me. I'll have it in the description box below. Let's go ahead and dive straight into the whole faux freckle thing. And this is gonna be super easy. It doesn't take any time at all. It's literally so fast. This is one of my favorite things to do anymore. I feel like it really accentuates my face. And especially if you don't have any freckles to kind of accentuate, then this is a great way to kind of add, you know, a little bit of something different. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my LA Colors Auto Eyeliner. I got this at the Dollar General. I've mentioned this before in my videos. I think it's so funny how I got it cheap and I fell in love with it. They do have plenty of other colors along with a million different things that you could also do faux freckles with. So if the way I show you how I do my faux freckles is not something that you would like to do, or if this isn't the way you do it, of course there's a million ways to do it. So I'm just gonna show you how I like to do mine. Now my freckles are already kind of dark and you can't really see them on my face right now considering I have like a full coverage foundation on and two, I don't really have much of a tan left over. I mean, like, I have tan lines still. I have my bikini lines from my Arizona trip, which is also up on my channel. If you didn't check out that video, feel free to. I'll link that one above and in the description below as well. It's another vlog. People have been asking me a lot for vlogs, so check that one out. Anyways, not too much of a tan. You can't see the freckles really right now, but I do have a good bit. You can see them like right over here. And naturally, I do get them like all along my nose, around, you know, like to the edges of my face. I do get them all over my forehead, but I kind of have like a little bit of separation right here. It's just like freckled forehead and like freckled everything else. I have them on my chin and whatnot. It's just not as prominent as I would like. So the main areas I like to concentrate are in between my eyebrows and my chin and above my lip. That's just because I don't have as many, and those are the places I think really pop whenever I am sort of sun-kissed. Back to the whole color thing though, feel free to use any color that you like, especially if you maybe have like redder hair, or if you're fairer than me, whatever. Try like a taupe pencil because taupe also works really well. It's just I like mine so there. But two, I'm gonna show you a little trick on how to make them lighter. So if you even start with something dark, you can lighten them up pretty easily, whether adding concealer over top or just buffing it out with your beauty blender. Let's get started anyways. I switched angles a little bit, super close, I know, but I think from right here, you might be able to see my freckles a little bit better. I don't know. So you can kind of see what I was talking about, super natural, how I have them pretty much all over my face. I have done this so many times, in so many different ways to get it to work, and that's because my whole plan was to, you know, record a video eventually on how I like to do my faux freckles. Just I wanted to figure out how it works perfectly before I make a video on it and get you guys trying it or whatever. With this particular gel pencil, or whatever you want to say, this eyeliner, whatever, it doesn't really write as well on your skin without having some sort of base. Whether it's primer, a CC cream, foundation, it works best over top of. It just like grabs on top of a product so much better than just like plain on my skin. Although I've done this plenty of times, like straight on my skin before for a very natural look and just go like all over my face. When I was tan, that was bomb. And it worked okay. It's just like it's more effort. Like if you have foundation on, you can just like tap, tap, tap. It sets right in. Like you could already see I didn't have to work too hard to get any of those to show up. And it's not like I'm specifically drawing right on top of my natural freckles. I'm just going all over very sporadically, and that way if they do end up on top or next to or whatever, it's just gonna look really cute. And I do take it all the way down my cheek. Like, I don't want to say all the way down, I don't go too far past my contour, especially higher up on my face. But as we make it towards my lip, I like to take it down. That way I can make it right over top of my lip. That's a good amount of frecks. If you do want to take like a foundation brush, I've noticed that works really well as well. I haven't used a brush for foundation in a while, but I do think like if you have a foundation brush that you just used on your look, then use it over top with a little bit of foundation still in the bristles, it'll really look nice. But because I use a beauty blender, I'm just gonna go ahead and bounce over top of these freckles. One thing to keep in mind is I hate to contour after because if you contour after you did the freckles, it covers them up a good bit, especially if you do a cream contour. Even like a bronzer is really what I'm mentioning. Like if you take a bronzer over top, it tends to smear a little bit and you can't see the freckles as well. So if you like to do a whole face, try and get that done before you do the freckles, unless you do really want them super faded and don't care about like if they're blended in or not. And I love this beauty blender. It's a witch hat, by the way, if you couldn't tell. I think I said that in previous videos, but my mom got this for me last year, I think. It's the best. I use it full year round. This point is more helpful than you think, especially doing these freckles, because you can even get into like super tight places, especially if you do freckles around your eyelid. Back again. I just keep leaving this video and coming back. Look, I didn't even blend these freckles out. Oh, that's another thing. Sometimes I just take my finger across and just be like boop, 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 boop. All right, this is my finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really had fun playing with this look, especially kind of splitting videos and recording 2 different ones. If you guys kind of like that idea of, you know, kind of filling you in on Instagram if the rest of the video is left out on YouTube, then thumbs this video up and feel free to comment below, of course. While you're here, don't be afraid to subscribe, girlfriend. Thank you so much for checking out this video, and I'll catch you guys next time.